We are back with another perfume review. And you may have heard me say I keep dying and resurrecting in some of my previous videos, but it's becoming a common theme at the moment. I don't know what else I can say, really. I was just a little bit busy, caught up with a few things, and now I've just found the time to review. And what better than this house in particular? I found this at a steal of a price from, you already know the place, TK Maxx. Bought it for about 20 quid retail, 45. I've done a little bit of research and I saw they're going for a little more than that as well on the old eBay and Amazon. But yeah, I've been really ecstatic to review this house because I've heard so much about it. My introduction to this house was John Varvatos Oud, which was an absolute amazing fragrance, and that was a good couple years back. And that was, I'm still very much into Oud at the moment, but that's when I was starting off. I wouldn't recommend it to be a first initial perfume introduction into this house because, as you know, Oud isn't for everyone. Everyone has their own taste. But I love Oud from the get-go, from the very get-go, from a young age and everything. It's just been something that I've held close to my heart, nearest and dearest. But yeah, this house, I've heard a lot about it, and I don't know what to say really. When I picked it up, I thought that there was the John Varvatos Artisan Pure, which has been thrown around quite a lot, the name, and I realized it was the original Artisan. So maybe Artisan Pure might be another video idea, but let's get the original out of the way first. These two I know are more dark and earthy fragrances from what I've actually seen, and these two I presume are a bit more aquatic and fresh fragrances. So you probably can't even see from the glare because of the packaging, but yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The two perfumes on the right side, so your John Varvatos Artisan and Artisan Blue, they're both fresh base fragrances from what I've seen, and John Varvatos, the original, and Vintage are more of the mature, dark, earthy perfumes. And I know it's probably not the best time of year to be reviewing dark, earthy perfumes, but you can't go wrong with them, really. I love them. So, box, what can I say? It's professional, as it should be. The name holds weight. These are 15 milliliter bottles, bearing in mind, and they're EDTs as well. But £20, you can't go wrong. So let's just get into the actual box itself. I should have ideally got a knife or something to open it. Oh, yep. So this is like one of the first multi-pack gift sets that I'm reviewing on my channel, and I'm excited. So let's have a look. Oh, very professional from the get-go. There's a box within a box. Right, let's throw the other one away. And how is this? Is it a slide? Ah, right. I don't know how much of it is actually getting on camera and how detailed it is, because I know the glare often messes everything up. But this is the original box. It looks very professional, very nice. But we're not here to review boxes. So let's throw this to the side and get into the perfumes. So these are little 15 ml bottles. To be honest, if I do really end up liking some of these, or all of these for that matter, I'm gonna have a real problem. I don't know how long it's gonna be till I'm gonna need a new bottle, but hey, it happens, I guess. So let's go from right to left, because freshies are not really my forte, if you will. But yeah, let's have a look. So actually, I'll start off with the original Artisan before I go into Artisan Blue. So we'll start off with this. It is a splash on. Okay, I was expecting it to be spray, but it's splash on. No problem. Wow. Wow, right. People weren't joking. It is fresh, but let's splash some on our hands. Right. Wow. Okay, I got quite a lot. Okay, this is gonna be a problem to review 4 at the same time. Wow, that is really nice. And I don't even say that about a lot of fresh fragrances, but this is good. Do you know what I'm getting is a lot of lavender. It almost reminds me of, let me bring it out. Let me see. Where was it? Here it is, yes. Right. It reminds me of this bad boy, if you guys remember this. Acqua Essenziale Colonia by Salvatore Ferragamo. The lavender, like the fresh fragrance, not fresh fragrance, fresh clothes, straight out the washing machine, detergent type smell. That's really fresh. It almost reminds me of that. But then it starts deviating into something else. I'm not sure if it has like clary sage or anything herbal in it, but it's beautiful and very masculine, very masculine. I would definitely recommend wearing this summer, springtime. I mean, you could possibly wear it any season, but it's perfect for this weather. It complements it very well. This, I think it's plastic, because I know the originals have like the fabric mesh on it, but this is kind of like fabric, sorry, not fabric, kind of like a plasticky, yeah, it's plastic. It's like a sticker on it. And that's the same with all of them. So let's have a smell of this one, the Artisan Blue. Okay, I don't want to get too much on my hands because then I'm going to end up being a poster boy for all of these walking around. Right. Okay, this is a little bit more aquatic. It still has this similar DNA. It has that in the background. Not as much lavender, I don't think. But it's still very fresh. I'm not really into it. I prefer the original Artisan over the Artisan Blue. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. This isn't really for me. If you like fresh out the shower fragrances, fresh, then this will be for you, I guess. But yeah, summer, springtime, hot weather, this is perfect, I guess. I have heard a few things about duration, like longevity and projection. Projection wise, I probably don't think any of these would have any problems with, but longevity, I can see maybe this one might have a little bit of an issue. This one probably not as much. I'm not going to throw any numbers out there just in case, but I feel that maybe the blue might have a few issues with longevity. But still, either way, masculine, and you can't really go wrong. Right, so let's go for the original. I know I said right to left, but we're just jumping all over the place at this moment in time. Same thing here. It's like some, it's not even faux leather. It's just like some sort of plasticky sticker on it. Yeah, I really like the bottle shapes. I really do. Okay, we'll put some on here. Wow. Apologies for the camera just cut out, but I was just in the middle of smelling the original John Varvatos, and it's it's quite something. It's really something. And I had a look at the notes before I actually smelt it. There's ingredients like tamarind and dates. Obviously the oud. I'm not too sure about the oud, to be honest. One thing is it almost smells like a big rum note in it, but it works. That's what the substance is. That's what the oomph factor is. That's what's holding it, I presume. I, funny enough, I can kind of smell the tamarind in there. I like eating tamarind, the fruit. I also like dates as well, medjool dates. You can kind of almost get the sense in this fragrance of those two ingredients. It was kind of weird because there's vanilla and a few other things in there, but I was expecting more of a gourmandy fragrance. This is very dark and rich, and the rum, if there is rum in this, I'm not too sure. It's the backbone. It's holding it together, and it's providing that sweetness. And I generally don't really go for rummy fragrances because they're very sweet and they give off that youthful vibe. I prefer more of the mature vibe, which is why I like the older fragrances back in the 80s and the 90s, and I find them classics, absolute classics. But this, I believe, middle-aged man, 25, 20 to 25, probably even higher. Maybe I'll push it to 30. 20 to 30 age range is perfect. This is very nice. Not suitable for this weather, obviously, where we're currently in a heat wave. But autumn, winter time, perfect. Perfect for that mature man. It's very masculine, again. But it also plays on that little youthful vibe as well because of the rum, and it provides that sweetness. It's an absolute classic. What can I say? It's beautiful, and I'm definitely gonna have a few wearings on this. Definitely. So let's move on to vintage. This seems like it's more down my alley. Vintage. Let's hope it's on the classic side. So, right, let's put on. Yep, I've got a little bit on there. I'm not too sure if you've been able to see that, but okay, let's have a quick smell. Right, this is going down another rabbit hole. Yeah, this is the vintage boy. And it says it in its name. This is different. Oh man, but it gives off that 90s and 80s like Quorum, Oscar de la Renta, like Paul Louis, those type of vibes. And you get that Dracar Noir, but it has, I don't know what it is about it. Tobacco's in this. Wow, this is a beautiful fragrance. This is gorgeous. This is quite something. It's not that type of fragrance that would put hairs on your chest. It's not that strong. But if you walk into the room with this, people will definitely notice you. You will be projecting. That is one thing for certain. But yeah, this is... I don't know how to describe it really, because it's kind of tapping its toe into the vintage perfumes. But it's got a mix of modern twist as well. It's dabbling in everything. Oh man, this is perfect. And I presume this is what John Varvatos is known for as well, because they do have quite a few fragrances from what I've heard that are out there basically. And what designer perfume houses tend to do is, obviously, I don't really want to put them down like that, but they tend to kind of follow the DNA of other perfumes or well-known perfume brands, and just kind of maybe put a little influence or a different aspect into it, but it still smells similar. These, however, I'll move these two to the side, but these two, completely different. They blew it completely out of the water, and they're perfect. I don't know which ones. Yeah, I prefer vintage. Vintage is, wow, that is just beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I can't fault it. This is definitely going to be one that I'm going to be holding near and dear to my heart, but probably not in this weather. As I said again, we're in the middle of a heat wave. I don't want to be choking anyone out. But yeah, John Varvatos. I actually do have one John Varvatos currently. It's far from a small boy. I did have Oud before John Varvatos. Oud, it was a little sample, but I finished that, and I'm probably planning to buy another one. Most probably, because it was such a beautiful fragrance. But this is the John Varvatos and Nick Jonas line. I guess there was like 3 that came out, and really, to be honest here, to be frank with you guys, I don't see anything special about these ones. I know this is the blue or blur. There was a grey one and a red one that came out. Like, I can't remember what the grey one was called. I think the red one's like crimson or something like that. The best one from what I've heard is the crimson, but even then they smell pretty generic. This smells kind of like a Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, in a sense. It's kind of leaning towards that, the Invictus Aquae type vibe, but what they did is they threw a whole bunch of mint into it. And I'm not, look, you don't get me wrong, I love mint, but I don't want to be wearing it. I prefer it in my drinks, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'll wear it either way. And going into longevity and projection wise, you'll smell it, but I don't know who really loves to smell of mint. Yeah, but longevity doesn't really last that long. It's more of a limited edition type thing. It's just like, I wouldn't say sentimental value, but it's a limited edition, and I guess if you have it, then keep it. Maybe it might be worth quite a bit in the future. Who knows? But yeah, I'll move this out of the way. Other than that, these 4 are completely different to that, so don't disregard these. It's just the other line, the Nick Jonas limited edition line. I also heard that John Varvatos, I'm not too sure if anything has changed, but a while back they were apparently filing for bankruptcy. So I'm not too sure where that's gone now. I haven't done much research into that. But if it is, then I presume the price of these is going to be skyrocketing pretty soon. But who knows? So thank you very much, guys, for watching this. Subscribe, share, like, comment. There's a lot more videos coming out soon. And take care. Keep smelling beautiful as always. And peace.